We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Damian Pataluna with FischerSips. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So we picked the hottest day in July to shoot in your new fabrication center.
Absolutely. Welcome to Louisville in July. It's hot, but you know, it helps. We built this out of SIPs here recently. We've spent the past 4 months, and it is a steel frame building that is wrapped with our structural insulated panels, both walls and roof. And it's going to be super energy efficient and should allow us to actually really streamline our fabrication and add space to the product.
Well, I wanted to shoot here again because I feel like that it's important for us to talk about the process, because SIPs are so important to building a home now, and I think it's something that homeowners should really consider because of the noise control, because of the energy savings, long run, and you can be in a home in half the time.
Yeah, the construction is really faster, and you might barely be able to hear some noise. You're about 20 feet at this point from Interstate 64. So you can see it really does cut down on the noise as you're speaking about. And from a labor saving standpoint, this is a 7,500 square foot structure that we framed, sheathed, and insulated with the SIPs in, it was about 6 days of construction time.
That's huge, because it would have normally taken 60 to 90 days, probably.
I asked the contractor what they normally would have done, and he said it would have been at least 3 to 4 weeks of their time to come out here and frame it all and insulate it.
Wow. That's a huge difference in time frame.
Well, it is, especially when you're paying interest on carry costs and you're trying to get a building done faster or get moved into a house. It all adds up.
So the process starts here with plans. So after you get the plans, what happens?
So if you want to consider your either residential or commercial structure to be built out of SIPs, what you're going to do is send us your set of plans. You can PDF them via email, you can drop them in the regular mail, you can send us a jump file, any which way you want to get them to us. We can generally open them up, and then we're going to, they're probably going to be drawn for stick framing, because 98% of the homes that are drawn for stick framing, right? And we'll actually do the conversion to SIPs if you decide to do the project out of SIPs. So basically, we need to see your set of plans, how it looks, what you want to build, and it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're going to make adjustments to it anyhow. And so that's the first step of the process, is to send us what you want to build. We'll review it. We'll tell you how thick the panels probably should be, if you need any special supports in your structure, or if we would recommend any changes that could be cost savings.
Well, I'm looking around this new fabrication center, and I'm seeing the SIPs behind us with letters and numbers, and that's how you tell the contractors how to build the homes with your product, correct?
You are absolutely correct. I mean, you can see the panels that are in here, R6, R8, R12. That stands for roof, roof 8, roof 12. And I don't know if you can sort of see on the walls on the sides here, these wall panels, W14, W16, as we were even us putting our own panels up on the exterior here, that tells you which panels they are, so you can put them up in order, and we have everything prefabricated, pre-prepped with the lumber installed, so it's really like putting together big Legos.
It's really cool to be here and watch your system, because we got to see your CNC machines work in real time, and we got to see one of the machines cut a window in a wall panel, and it was so cool to think that that was going to be someone's house.
The CNC was one of the best things that we've added to the company over the past 5 years. It really has increased accuracy and speed. So there's now very few things that we cannot cut. We used to struggle sometimes in the past with special oval cut windows or diamond cut windows sometimes. And now with the CNC, you can just imagine it'll cut about any shape, curve, whatever, and it's deadly accurate.
So you get the plans, everything is cut here, and then it is labeled.
That is correct. So when we do your panels here in the factory, we're cutting everything out, we're putting the numbers on them, W1 through however many, R1 through however many goes for your roof. Then we're going to stack them up in the stacks that you see here. They're not going to be in perfect order. We're trying to stack them in the most efficient order to get them on the truck, at the same time trying to keep in mind how they're going to go on the house. So generally, you can either stage your panels on site in the areas that they're going, or you can just put them all on the floor deck and kind of work right off that.
It's so nice how you take the time to organize everything and even consider how they are going to use them.
You know, I have been on many job sites myself, and one of the reasons I go to job sites is to see what we can do to improve our clients' experience. And that was one of the things that I found after digging through a few stacks. I'm like, why is the first panel I need on the bottom of this stack? So Damian comes back and he makes changes that help the customers.
Well, that's so nice that you are so forward thinking with the company, especially with a product like this, because the easier it is for the end consumer to use, the more they're going to use it.
Well, it is, as it's a relatively new product, you know, it's not made a lot of ground, even though it's been around for 30, 40 years now. A lot of builders, homeowners are just not familiar with it. So this is why I try to make their experience as easy as possible, because we all know that good news doesn't travel very fast, but bad news, it flies around the country, right? So we want to make sure that they have the best experience possible, so that they do want to tell their friends what a great experience it was working with FischerSips and Sips panels.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today. I just love talking about this product because it's something that I personally believe in, and I feel like more people should consider it.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And we really hope more people will consider building with Sips, because it's going to save you time, going to save you energy, going to save you money, and it's just a better way to build.
We'll be back for My Southern Home in just a moment.